Hi guys, it's Andy from mcfcfantv. This is just an overview of the game early this morning between Man City and Bayern Munich. As we now know, it was Man City 3, Bayern Munich 2. So the starting lineup was Bravo in goal, then we had three at the back with Humphries, Garcia and Laporte, with Zinchenko playing wide left and Luke Bolton again playing wide right. Douglas Luiz this time was played in that holding sort of number 6 role, with Foden and Diaz slightly ahead of him with Riyad Mahrez, and then Lucas Nemecha again playing as the striker up front. So that team itself had 6 teenagers in the starting 11, which is incredible. Bayern Munich's team was a mixture again, but still they had quite a few senior players in there. And the likes of Robin, Ribéry, etc. So, game kicked off, started really well. City actually did what they did in the previous games. They took control of the ball, rotated, kept possession, looked really nice, bright, inventive. And then, boom, all of a sudden, Lucas Nemecha's in twice. Great save. I don't know if it was a great save, but it was a save with the keeper's left foot. Could have made it 1-0, and then he also hit the post. And you're thinking, it's not just not going in for him, it's not going to be his tour. He's had several opportunities now to open his account. The game suddenly started to change. The two oldies, Robin and Ribéry, started to get hold of the ball, started to make Bayern tick, and it looked pretty ominous when Robin crossed for Shabani to nip in ahead of Humphries, out-muscle him, get a header in and give Bravo no chance. And you're thinking 1-0, well, okay. But then 9 minutes later, the pair of them were at it again. This time, Ribéry with a lovely little lofted pass to Robin, who ran through, lobbed Bravo, giving him no chance. 2-0 down, and you're starting to fear that this could be 5-6, who knows, and knock any potential confidence from the kids. The complete opposite happened. Suddenly, bang, no fear, that character kicked in, the kids just started to take control. The likes of Diaz and Foden started upping their game, look, making dangerous runs in behind Luke Bolton, attacking Douglas Luiz, spraying balls around, and Riyad Mahrez looking, dangerous, until then suddenly the injury happened to Mahrez. Now, we're not sure exactly what it is. Obviously, it looked like it was his ankle. Apparently he'll be assessed today with regards to what's the extent of his injury. Hopefully he might be fit for the Community Shield. So he goes off. Bernardo Silva comes on. Now, Bernardo Silva suddenly started to dominate the game. He was the one wanting the ball, taking control of possession, and starting many of City's really good plays. And we have to remember, he became the senior player. He's 23 years of age, so he's another kid. Yet, a wonderful player. Bernardo started to run the show, and then just right at the end of the first half, Luke Bolton made a run, decoy run out wide. Bernardo cut inside, beat 2 players, and hit a wonderful left-footed curling shot into the bottom right-hand corner. 2-1, you're thinking, hey, hold on a second, who knows what the second half can bring? So, into the second half, Foden picking up where he left off, which was 100% pass completion rate he had in the first half, which is just incredible. Shows you what a talent he is. Then all of a sudden, Nemecha gets his goal. Foden picks up the ball, cuts inside, hits another fierce curling left foot shot. The keeper dives to his right, parries it out. There's Nemecha poaching where he should be, finishes his chance. He's finally got a goal, which is brilliant for the kid because he's worked really hard in these pre-season games. Then we made 3 substitutions, and this is where we got to see our first glimpses of the likes of Adrien Bernabei. And don't forget, if you want to know a bit more about him, see the video that we put out 2 days ago that I did on Adrien Bernabei. Bernabei came on, Jack Harrison came on, and Claudio Gomez came on, and off went Laporte, Brahim Diaz and Luke Bolton. Bayern were still looking dangerous at this point, having quite a number of chances. Claudio Bravo making some great parries, intervening on crosses. Humphreys got skinned, Zinchenko got skinned a number of times, allowing the likes of Robin to cut back on his left foot. I mean, naive defending. We know he's not naturally a left back and he's not naturally brilliant as a defender, but it was a little bit naive, and thankfully Bravo actually anticipated the cross, let's say, and got in and parried on numerous occasions. A couple of close efforts which would have brought them back into the game, maybe have knocked a bit of confidence, but then what happened was Eric Garcia then made a wonderful interception when it should really have been, at that point, 3-2 to Bayern. Then Bernardo and Bernabé combined. Bernabé overlapped as a decoy. Bernardo cut inside, just inside the box, and hit a vicious left foot strike to the near post, which, in all fairness, their keeper should have saved. But he didn't. That put City 3-2 up. Then on 85 minutes, Phil Foden was holding his hamstring, which is not a great sign. Hopefully it's precautionary. He was taken off and replaced by Benjamin Gary. Now, City basically played out the final minutes, how they started in control, showing a lot of character. It was a fantastic win against a very good, I mean, even a second string with a few first team players, Bayern Munich team, are a seriously good team. So that will give the players a massive boost in confidence. They show character, desire, tenacity, and absolutely no fear, which is amazing. So we finished the tour on a massive, massive high, and really pleased that some of the players, some of those kids, actually, when you think about it, we had 14 first-team players missing from this particular tour, the ones who've been away at the World Cup and should be coming home tomorrow to resume training. Well, some of these youngsters might just have played their way into the squad for the Community Shield. And those players I'm talking about are the likes of, obviously, Phil Foden and Brahim Diaz is a given. I'm sure they'll be in the squad. But Luke Bolton, you know, is this another masterclass by Pep Guardiola, converting this striker or, you know, attacking player into a very quick wing-back? And yes, he's got room to improve on his defending, but as a wing-back, he brings electrifying pace. And so, you know, could he have fought his way into the squad? We've also got Lucas Nemecha. Yes, he only ended up with one goal, but, I mean, he did himself absolutely no harm whatsoever. He worked hard. He's a big, strong lad. So I was really pleased to see him getting on the team sheet. Alex Garcia, you know, wasn't as dominating and as brilliant as he was in the previous games, but he's done his chances no harm. Very cool, very calm, very collected on the ball, considering he's just a kid. So overall, I think it's been a massive learning curve for some of these kids. You know, this isn't pre-season tour with, you know, half the first team squad and just one or two or three or four kids getting a half here or a half there. We're talking about the majority of the games have been full of teenagers, full of the kids with one or two or three of the first team squad. So it's been a really interesting watch over these three pre-season games. And I know some people say it's pre-season, don't read anything into it, it doesn't mean anything. Well, I disagree, because it means a hell of a lot to Pep Guardiola, the coaching staff, and certainly these kids, that they get their opportunity. It's no point just bringing a kid on with 15 minutes to go. That gives them no time to shine. What these kids have had is regular game time, 3 games at Liverpool, Dortmund and Bayern Munich, and they've played between 15, 30 to full 90-minute games. So, yeah, I do think it's important. Yeah, the results are not always important, but it's important that these kids get a proper chance. That's why I was a bit gutted for Daniel Grimshaw. What was the point of taking him out there and not giving him a minute? I thought yesterday Bravo was having a great game, yeah, fine, but he could have brought Grimshaw on and give him 45 minutes or 30 minutes, something like that. I just thought it was a wasted opportunity to see what he's like, because if he is going to be the third, team goalkeeper, well, if Bravo was to get injured, then he's going to be on the bench, and if anything was to happen to Ederson, he's going to play. Yet we've not even seen him once, so I don't know. Will he have a surprise up his sleeve, Pep? Will Grimshaw play in the Community Shield? Who knows? So yeah, that was a little bit of a downside to the tour. It was a shame the kid didn't get more a chance. But overall, wonderful pre-season. They'll be coming back to Manchester. I think they leave tonight. Hopefully they'll be back tomorrow. Looks like a lot of the first teamers will be returning now for training tomorrow, ready and preparing for the Community Shield. How many of them will be fit? I don't know. The likes of Sane and Mendy didn't play yesterday, so are they carrying just slight niggles, or were they just being rested for the weekend? But anyway, guys, give us your thoughts. What do you think? I think it's been a very successful pre-season tour for the youngsters. Forget the results. A lot of them, like I said before, have had a significant amount of game time. We've seen the likes of Adria Banabi given an opportunity. Claudio Gomez having 2 bites of the cherry. Douglas Luiz playing in that sort of holding midfield role. Is he an option? Who knows? And then you've got the likes of Sane scoring that wonderful goal against Liverpool. We've seen brilliant glimpses of what Mahrez is going to bring. And then the likes of Luke Bolton and Foden and Diaz, etc. I think it's been exciting for the kids, and that's what the tour's been about, really. It's been about giving them opportunity and minutes. So, guys, give us your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click notification and like. And don't forget, 2 weeks to go before we play our first game against Arsenal in the Premier League. Everybody who's a subscriber at kickoff will go into a prize draw, and one winner will be pulled out the hat and will win a fantastic Man City related prize, which we'll send to you wherever you are in the world, whoever you are. So don't forget, subscribe, get your friends to subscribe if they want to be in the draw. Anyway, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV, and we'll see you soon.